Hi guys, this is Jeff Snipes. I'm taking part in Mike Wiggins' Harbor Freight Bandsaw Challenge. Cutting a piece of steel, timing it between his power hacksaw and various people doing timings with their Harbor Freight bandsaws. I'm on the medium belt speed, the middle of the range, and this bandsaw blade, it's not brand new, but it's little used. This is an Irwin bimetal blade. It's a variable pitch, 10 and 14 teeth. So I bought two of them at the same time, so I got a spare there. So we're going to do this. Let me grab my stopwatch, phone, and we will run this and see how long it takes to cut this piece of steel Mike sent. This piece is 1 inch thick and 2 inches wide. So a 1x2 piece of, I believe it was mild steel. I'm going to cut it dry, no lubricant, no cutting fluid. Let's see, will that work? Stuff out of the way. I'm just taking a thin sliver. Blade tension is good. Of course, there's variability in the spring tensioner here. You can adjust that. So, people are going to get all kinds of different numbers from doing this, but here we go. Starting now. Done, I'll pull it out and we'll see what kind of cut quality it had. Boom. Alright, so about 2 minutes and 40 seconds roughly. That was a little slow shutting off. Alright, let's see what kind of cut quality we got out of that. I don't want to touch the little piece, it's really hot. So. Okay, well, you can tell it was saw cut, but it's not bad. Hopefully you can get this where the glare isn't screwing things up. It's pretty good, actually. Pretty good cut qualities. You can feel tiny little ridges, but it's certainly, I'd say, pretty darn good. I'm going to do another cut at the slow speed, just as a comparison. Let's see, set that about there. Okay, round two. Again, this is same blade, but at the slower pulley speed setting. time of the previous cut, so yeah, obviously slower blade speed does cut slower, obviously. No surprise there. We're just past halfway. The nice thing about the automatic cutoff on these saws, while this is going on, it's not as exciting as watching paint dry. You can go do something else while the saw is cutting. Boom, here we go. Just shy of 4 minutes at the slow speed setting. So again, looks like it gave a pretty good quality cut. You can tell it's saw cut, but it's pretty smooth really for what it is. It's not bad. And it's also pretty square. Here's the cutoff. Stick it up there. Note the thickness looks pretty even across there. It's not tapered, so it looks like it's cutting pretty straight. I set the fixed part of the vise jaw here square to the blade previously with a regular woodworker's combination square, which seems to work well. Good enough for me anyway. You usually machine these things after cutting them anyway. Alright, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to change this blade out. Again, this was an Irwin bimetal 10/14 I guess variable pitch. So 54.5 inch length, 1/2 inch wide, 0.025 thickness, 10 to 14 teeth per inch, kind of variable. So I'm going to take a break. I've got a Starrett blade I'm going to put in here next, brand new. This is the tag off of it. If we can get that in the shot here, that will show 1/2 inch, same thickness, 0.025. This shows 14 teeth. So apparently that's a fixed pitch on this blade. But brand new Starrett. I'm going to throw that in, just a couple more timings and see how it compares. Be right back. Okay, we're back after a little break. I switched out the blade. I put in the Starrett. I showed the label earlier. This is a Starrett Duratec, 1/2 inch wide, 0.025 thick, 14 teeth. Brand new. Back on medium speed on the belts. That seems to work really well. And we don't need to wait forever just to watch this cut through a chunk of steel. I'm going to do one dry cut here, and then I'm going to do another one after this. Same setup, same blade, with dripping on some cutting fluid. I don't normally do that because it's going to make a mess, but hey, we're all having fun, right? Trying to learn something. Plus, I'm curious to see if it makes that big of a difference. Okay, here we go. Starrett blade. And go. That's the time of the Irwin at the same pulley speed, so that's interesting. Maybe the fewer teeth or the variable tooth rate on the Irwin blade made it cut slightly faster. This is a fixed 14 tooth pitch. Taking a little bit longer. Almost there. Okay, there we go. About 3.5 minutes. A little longer than the Irwin, which was, what was it, 240, I believe. So I'm anxious to see about the cut quality on this one, if it's better, worse, the same. Let's take a look here. Still feels pretty good, looks pretty good. Might be a little smoother, it's hard to tell. If it's that close and hard to tell, then is it really? I think that was the one. Still a nice straight cut, square I mean. So, okay. Finish is about the same, I'd say, roughly. Same as the Irwin, I'd say. Alright, let me set up, do the same cut again, same speed, same blade, but with a little bit of cutting fluid added. Let's see if that makes any difference. So I've got some of this Tap-Free 2 cutting fluid. I've got some of this, I'm going to use this. See how this does. Got this from Enco a couple of years ago, back when Enco was still around. Alright. Put a little on first. Alright. Ready? Okay, here we go. This time with cutting fluid. Starrett blade, medium speed. Alright, just shy of 3 minutes. Interesting. Alright. Okay, let's see how the cut quality was. Cutting fluid made that any better. You still see the angled striations from obviously being cut on a bandsaw, you can tell that, but it is pretty smooth though still. Of course it was pretty good before. I'd say it might be a little bit better, but not a huge difference as far as cut quality with the cutting fluid. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the Irwin blade back on and see if I can duplicate my previous result. That way it's a more reliable result. Let me do that and we'll be right back. Stay. Stay. It's trying to come off. Ah! Stay. Okay, hurry up. Get tension on it. This is how you do it, kids. Okay. Around. No, I can't turn it because it's on a worm gear drive. Okay. Just bump it a couple of times. Make sure it's on the wheels. Tighten it up. Looks decent. Okay. Okay, we're back. I've put the Irwin, the first blade back on, that Irwin bimetal 10/14 pitch blade. I'm going to cut it dry and try to duplicate my first setting, make sure that that's valid, and then I'll try it with cutting fluid. Alright, here we go. I think we're going to be in the same ballpark here. Almost done. There we go. I hear it. Look at that. Okay, that's a reproduced result. We're at about 240, 241. Very nice. Again, you can see striations, but really it's not a bad cut. Pretty good. I don't know how the lighting is hitting that, but hopefully you guys can see how it is. Running a fingernail down it, you can feel the ridges, but they're not bad. All right, let's do the same thing, same setup, except with cutting fluid. Alright. Gonna get my phone all messy. Alright. Reset. Alright, let me put a little bit on there ahead of time. Get it started. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. A little bit faster, not super dramatic, but a little bit quicker. Now let's take a look. Let me take the piece out and we'll take a look at the finish. And I have to clean the saw up later because it makes a mess. Alright. Really hard to tell any difference. I'd say the cut quality is pretty much the same, but it does seem to speed it up a little bit with the cutting fluid. So, okay. Well, those are my results for the Harbor Freight Bandsaw Challenge. Mike, thanks for sending out the steel. I'm anxious to watch videos and see what other people are getting for results. Be very interesting. All right, terrific. Thanks for watching. Take care.